Hello, welcome to Val's Crafty Creations. Today I'll be sharing with you the Valentine's collaboration pocket letter that I've been working on. It'll be a little bit of a tutorial, a how-to video, but first let me share with you a few examples of a collaboration pocket letter if you've not heard of them. Here's a few that I received in the past. This is for my Facebook swap group named Swappers Corner. It's been a couple of years since we've done one of these, but what everybody does is create their own ATC and we spell out a word. And I'm also working on one that we're spelling out Christmas. That's perfect with the baseball sleeve, the 9-letter words. So here's one from 4th of July. From 2018, this the one I created. Lots of fun, just layering, and everyone includes the letter that they've chosen. Here's our mermaid one from 2018. I'm letter R, this one here. You can see so much fun to create and see the end result of everyone's creativity. And the mermaids, some fish. And let's see, this one was T-U-R-K. Oh, this one was Turkey Day. That's right. Here's the one I created. I colored the little turkeys. I was letter D. And then we have Candy Cane. We've done this one a couple different times. A couple of the people use this little Michael glitter candy canes. Here's the one I created. I had fun coloring this little image with some striped ribbon. What I like to do is put washi tape down the side and put my name, and then when Terri is separating them out, then she can know which one is mine and which one to send back. And this one was mistletoe. Very cute. Here's the one I created. I really like all the bright Christmassy colors with that one. And here's our Valentine's one from 2018. Here's mine. And St. Patrick's Day. And Ladybug. As you can see, everybody really takes a different perspective on just how to incorporate the theme and put the letter on their card. And vintage. Here's mine. I used a vintage clock. And the browns, and they always turn out so nice and really fun to do. Here's the latte. And because the theme of this one was Say Cheese, and I had these little cut-aparts from the Doodlebug collection that actually said Say Cheese, I just went ahead and chose that and layered it up with the circle. And here's my name on the side. So, everyone went with the camera theme. Very nice. Oh, and this one was really Bumblebee. And this one was what I created. And this is actually a photograph that I took out of my own garden. So layered it up with some different flowers. And we have Pool Party. And I did this one here. Little floaties and a fish, my letter R, and Halloween, and a couple more. And oh, this one was the dragonfly. There's my dragonfly in the middle, and a Disney one. And I did a little Minnie Mouse here, pastel colors. Put some glitter drops on her bow on the top of her head, and my F, and a sunflower. Let me see which one. Oh, I did this one here in the middle. And here's our Valentine's one from 2020. And I did this one here, down here in the middle. I did letter A. Notebook to the side. And yeah, we had to skip last year. I wasn't able to get that coordinated. To go ahead and start this project, you'll just find whatever paper you want for a background for your ATCs. If you choose a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, you just go ahead and cut it into two 2.5-inch strips and one 3.5-inch strip. And then from there, you just go ahead and cut this, the 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, and then these 2.5, and you'll end up with just a few scraps, and you'll end up with your ATC cards. You get 3 more, and the last one, you get 4. So you get a bonus. So you can go ahead and just set that aside and have that on hand for any other time that you want to create an ATC. So if you've chose an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, you just go ahead and start layering and creating your ATCs. But in this case, I went ahead and chose a 12 by 12 piece of paper from the Michaels Hot Buy paper pad. This one here, Love and Devotion, Hot Buy from 2018. I went ahead and chose this one, so here is my bit of scrap here. So I chose that. So just an example, I had the Christmas one here, but you would just go ahead and cut it down to create your backdrops. And so here we go. We have our 9 ATCs bases just about ready to go here. So the first one here is, you can just see that's just where I've cut it out. The second one, I've gone ahead and used my corner rounder and rounded the corners. And the third one here, I went ahead and used my sanding block and just sanded the edges. And on the other 6 here, washi tape here. This is from the Simple Stories Kissing Booth collection. And I just have a little bit of the paper left and not too much of the washi tape either. But I went ahead and put that on the other 6. That's my first layer that I'm going to start with. And this type of project is very fun because you can just go ahead and sit down with a variety of punches and punch out all your different items that you want to work with on your project. I went ahead and used this Love Word die that I got as a freebie from scrapbook.com. And I chose letter E this time, so that was very easy to just die cut a few of those, but the rest were just all punched out. We have some red hearts, little Fisker's heart punch, and my scallop punch. And I did white scallop circles. I used my Creative Memories circle punch here, so some black. These are Michaels papers. Actually, it's all Michaels papers. The pink glitter paper, it's not very thick. Like that from Michael. We have the 65-pound red from the red and green foil pack. My hearts and my letters. And these are the little Michaels flowers. And then I just put in the center these little red gems that I had got from a swap from the same company that does the Offray ribbon. And then I also have to the side here some little teeny tiny ones that I got in the swap. So here's all my items all cut and punched out. So I just need to sit down and assemble them. Here's the scrap of the black paper there. And then I have my sleeve here ready to go. I've just put the Santa washi tape down the side here, and I'll just add my name. So the front will be for my Christmas cards, and the back will be for the Valentine cards. And I just put this Valentine's washi tape across the back. So this is what my final card I decided to do should look like. I'm going to probably move the scallop circle just a little higher and end up kind of bumping into the hearts a little bit too much, so let's move that up. And the gems, just some 3 small ones and then 2 larger ones because I have the gem in the middle of the flower there. So that's what I'm going for here. So get all this other stuff out of the way. So we start with the first one and round the corners. And then I just need to finish sanding that. And then what I do is flip it over and also get all the rough edges. I might need to come back and do it a couple different times. So there's that. And then the second one, since the corners are already rounded, we'll just go ahead and give that one a little sand. And what I do is hold it in my hand sometimes. Make sure you flip it over and get all the edges. Okay. And then for the washi tape, I have my other 3 pieces sitting off to the side here. This one I used my grid on my cutting mat to line it up, make sure that it was straight and even going across. But for the rest of them, what I've done is just line them 2 together and use the one as a guide to put that across. So you start with one side and then go ahead and line up the other side. And what I did is have a little bit hanging off of the side, and then I will trim it up. And then what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit of adhesive just right there to tack it down and then wrap it around. And then what I'll do is take one of those white pieces of paper and go ahead and glue that on there, so those will be nice and secure. Went ahead and grabbed some of my bases to have them handy to go, so when my cards are all done. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and I'll finish up the last 2 with the washi tape. Okay, that one's on. And then this one, and we'll just use our other card to line that up. Try to get it as close as you can. You want your project to be nice and neat. I get one side and then I switch and I do the other side, make sure that it's lined up. Grab my scissors and go ahead and trim that up. And I'll go ahead and just put a little adhesive on that a little bit. And if you're wondering about the background here, I went ahead and laid one of the baseball sleeves on the copier and made a copy of it. And then that way I have a template for when I'm doing these types of projects, or even just a regular pocket letter. I can go ahead and have a template to lay all my cards out. So, okay, let's start assembling. We're going to put our white circles on first. Okay, and then we have our black circle. And I'm not going to pop up the black circle, it's just going to be flat. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to take my tape runner and start tacking things down. Tack down in a little bit, but just to get it all laid out here. Alright, so that's the first step there. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and add in one of the red hearts. That'll just be tacked down here in the corner. A little bit of adhesive. Okay, and then for my pink heart, what I'm going to do is take one of the Dollar Tree dimensionals, and that's going to fit perfect on the back. We'll just go ahead and put that on the back of each one, and put that right to the side. There. And then that'll be tacked down. And we're getting almost done. Last two here. Alright. And then here's our flowers. I'll just go ahead and tack those down with my double-sided adhesive. There. One for there. Double-sided 1/4 inch tape on the back of each of the letters, and those will go right there in the middle. And we're almost done, and we can get them sent off to Terri so she can go ahead and get them divided up, and it's going to be really exciting to see the rest of the cards when they come back. The final card here. All 9 pretty much ready to go, and I've got my white bases to put on the back. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing that project. That was a lot of fun, and I'm gonna go ahead and get it all done, and maybe in the future you'll give collaboration pocket letters a try. Thanks so much for stopping by Val's Crafty Creations today. You take care, and I'll see you again really soon for another crafty video. Bye for now.